Today we are going to talk regarding hair rejuvenation, various surgical and non-surgical techniques. And then we are going to elaborate hair transplant showing you a video on that particular surgery. So in hair rejuvenation, there is non-surgical, minimal invasive and surgical treatments. In non-surgical, there is minoxidil, finasteride, low-level laser therapy, multivitamins. And in minimal invasive techniques, you can go for nano-fat grafting and PRP therapy. In surgical, there is hair transplant, and this hair transplant has two type of techniques. We can do through FUE technique, that is follicular unit extraction, and one is FUT, that is follicular unit transplantation. In FUE, we use the punch technique. In this particular procedure, we extract hair follicles from the donor area, and the only disadvantage is, though you are not giving a big scar, wherever you are doing a punch technique, you may transact the bulb and hair separately. In FUT, we excise strip of tissue from the donor area and suture the area, and then we individually sliver to obtain individual hair units. And here the disadvantage is that it would leave a long scar on the occipital region of the scalp. So here we are going to show you a video of a case who underwent with the FUE therapy in our clinic. You can see the pre-operative picture of the patient, and here you can see very few hairs in the anterior region and over the crown region, but the vertex region is empty. So this is kind of between class 5 or class 6 androgenetic alopecia. Also, patient has a history of genetic hair loss. So here what we did is we marked the region before in this anterior region, because most amount of density would be given here, so that whenever anyone sees the person standing in front of him, anterior density higher would give good amount of hair and aesthetics. In the middle region, we give slightly lesser density, and in the vertex region, we give more less density. Then we go for shaving and dyeing, because we use dyes in patients with grey hair so as to give good contrast to the hair color from the skin color. This also prevents the chances of unnecessary transection of the hair, as due to less differentiation in between the hair color and the skin color. The eyes get easily tired, leading to punching in an incorrect way, leading to transection. We make a mixture of bupivacaine, lignocaine, adrenaline, normal saline and steroid, and then we anesthetize the donor area, and then we go for punch technique for extraction of the grafts. We have make sure that we don't extract all the hair, so we keep space in between the punches, leaving some hair so as to grow and cover the area in future from where the hairs have been extracted earlier. So we start anesthetizing the recipient sites. We make splits using a 18 gauge needle. Once the splits are done, we apply methylene blue, and the grafts which we have extracted earlier is kept in a cool normal saline solution, and counting has been done by other technicians. Once that is done, we go on inserting this particular graft which have been harvested and transplant them in the anterior region, first giving the maximum density. That would be the foremost priority to give best aesthetic to the patients. And after that we go for the posterior region and fill the remaining grafts in the vertex and the forehead region. And once that is done, we give a pressure dressing in the occipital region and ask the patient to keep it like that for 2 to 3 days. After the entire surgery is over, we ask the patient to have water spray and spray it every 30 minutes for consecutively 2 to 3 days. Once that particular phase is done, then every 2 hours in a day, we ask the patient to spray and make sure that the patient doesn't wash his or her hair and not to apply any kind of mechanical pressure to that region for 2 to 3 weeks. Thank you so much for watching our video. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel.